Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna do classic rock reaction, man. This is a complimentary quad. Complimentary quad featuring songs from the Grateful Dead. So, in order, the songs are Terrapin Station, followed by Scarlet Begonia's Fire on the Mountain Live, New Speedway Boogie, and finally, If I Had the World to Give. Now, one very, very important note, man, about this particular quad is that I'm going to do it a little bit differently, namely because these tracks, two of them are quite long. Terrapin Station is over 16 minutes, and then the following track is close to 20 minutes. So what I was gonna do was not do my traditional read and research element. I think what I'm gonna do is just save everything after the reaction and just do a short review and then an exit, just to keep the actual quad reaction within the time frame of about an hour. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I've done it before like that, and it worked out pretty well. People didn't feel that they missed out on anything. So I'm gonna do it again, man. So before I get popping this off with the first song, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks very much to Jeffrey Starlin. Jeffrey, thanks very much, man. Thanks for the recommendation and the links, and also too for the consideration of giving me the option of if I might want to pull a song out or trade it up for something different or what have you. But I've always felt with the Grateful Dead that I haven't really given them enough time. And I'm talking about back in February when they were tied with Jeff Beck for Artist of the Month. Same with Jeff Beck, I still gotta give him his due. So I've always felt that I really gotta do a little bit more catching up where the Dead is concerned, and especially now that I'm doing Allman Brothers reactions, and they were very comparable in many ways where it comes to being live jams. So I definitely, and how fitting it is, that I'm doing a Grateful Dead reaction. So I want to do it, man. And I want to keep all of those songs, and brace yourself because this is going to be a long succession of Grateful Dead music, man. And you know what? It's the experience. It's like actually going there, sitting down, and taking them in at a concert venue. So that's the experience I want. So let's do this, man. So, but first I gotta find my cans. Hang on, I'll be right back. Grateful Dead, Terrapin Station. Let's get it.
Things we've never seen but seem familiar. Shadows of the sailor forming, winds both foul and fair all swarm. Down in Carlisle he loved a lady many years ago. Here beside him stands a man, a soldier, from the looks of him, who came through many fights but lost at love. While the storyteller speaks, a door within the fire creaks. Suddenly flies open and a girl is standing there. Alight with glowing hair, all that fancy says fair, she takes her fan and throws it in the lion's den. Which of you to gain retail will risk uncertain pains of hell? I will not forgive you if you will not take the chance. The sailor gave at least a try, the soldier being much too wise. Strategy was his strength and not disaster.
Sailor and a cautious, strategic soldier. Each pining for the attention of a lady who is not that fair.
That's how it stands today. You decide if he was wise. The storyteller makes no choice. Soon you will not hear his voice. His job is to shed light and not to master.
It's so part of the story itself, isn't it? It's as if they're letting your imagination complete the story.
While you were gone, these spaces filled with darkness. The obvious was hidden, with nothing to believe in. The compass always points to terrapin. Sullen wings of fortune beat like rain. You're back in terrapin for good or ill again. For good or ill again.
Again, here they go, stretching it out against words, allowing it to just go off. The brass is in this touch here. This music is so deliberate. It's forcing you to play out a drama in your head. Excellent. Very cerebral. What a masterpiece that is, man. What a masterful jam. And that's what it is. It was deliberately conceived to be a masterful jam, to be experienced in a live setting. Now, even though this is a studio rendition, it definitely still has that appeal. And man, the Grateful Dead, they mean so much to so many people. And even though I've got limited exposure to them, they mean a lot to me too. One of the things about the Grateful Dead that I remember is two things. One, a number of people always try to explain or have tried to explain to me what it is about them that's so likable and intriguing, and why there's such a draw towards them for the people who like them. And it's hard to really put together all in one sentence, even a damn paragraph. But just listening to this track alone, I get why they are so intriguing. I get why they are so appealing. There is some sort of a very subtle, distinct charm about them that I like. If you were to embody it in the persona of a person, let's say a coworker, you like a certain coworker very much, and you try to analyze why you like him or her. Maybe it's because they have a nice, quiet, soft disposition, something warm and inviting, something likable, something that maybe you admire that maybe you might not have, or wish you had as a trait. But there's a magnetism about that person that really makes them very likable. And when they're present at work, you are happier, you're gratified, you feel better about it. That same kind of familiarity, that same kind of warmness and draw is something that I feel towards the Grateful Dead. And I knew that I was going to spend a lot of time from the beginning. This is me when I was getting into my channel and getting it kicked off. I said to myself, I am definitely going to take the opportunity to get to know the Dead better. because I knew of them from the beginning going into this that they were a special band. Second thing about them too is the impression it left on me when Jerry died. And I remember, man, my parents were just out of it. They were just done. Especially my dad. He didn't talk for a couple of days. And he was just so downtrodden, you know? And I thought, wow, these guys must really be something. And even though a lot of the music that I grew up with were more in the R&B, my parents had more of a wider scope. And they had an amalgamation of all sorts of different likes. And it dawned on me, wow, this guy is really important. This group is really important to my parents. And I just remember my dad's whole demeanor and the way he just kind of just sauntered through the week when Jerry died. So those things has always left an impression with me in regards to the Dead and why I'm so fascinated with them. So it's a great lead in, and it's always pulling me towards getting to know them better. Now, I haven't given them their due. I'm gonna have to probably consider doing another Grateful Dead month. And it's just the Dead alone, you know, nobody else, nothing else going on. And especially once I've caught up with all of my quads and I don't have a tremendous amount of complimentary quads looming over me, nothing really looming over me in the way of reactions I gotta get to, then that'll be the time to perhaps maybe have another Grateful Dead month. That's what's in my mind. That's what's on my heart. So anyway, man, I don't want to get talking too long because this is going to be a very long quad, definitely well over an hour. So let me just bounce to our next track. But before we do that, I am going to take a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back with you. Hold on. All right, man. Here we are. So on to our second track, man. And this is going to be a long one. 21 minutes long, man. Scarlet Begonias, Fire on the Mountain. I'm ready. Let's get it. Oh, it's a live video. Nice.
Scarlet begonias tucked into her curl. I knew right away she was not like other girls, other girls. In the heat of the evening when the dealer got rough, 5.
Nice shot at the crowd. Baby girl's mesmerized.
Just to shake their hand. Everybody's playing in the heart of gold band, heart of gold band.
These are the cuts that make a band like this great. Not just their commercial hits.
Long since you run out, but you put out the door. Caught in slow motion, now fall to the floor. Give all you had, why you wanna give more? Music did to the core. Put on a phone, down in the day. That feeling at night, the one which you really can't bear. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Fire, fire on the I asked my family for sure. Baby, I got the fever. Baby, you got the cure. Baby, everybody, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you need, oh, you really need good love. Well, you got to have love. Good love. You got to have love. Good love. Little bit of love. Now, baby, good love. You sure was feeling so bad. I had my family doctor about what I had. I said, now, doctor, doctor, Mr. MD, doctor, oh, can you tell me, doctor, what's ailing me, doctor? Now he said, yeah, 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 yeah. You need, oh, you need good love, good love. Yes, you got to have love, good love, good love, now, baby, good love. So come on, baby, oh, squeeze me tight. 'Cause don't you want your daddy to be alright? I said now, baby, baby, how it for sure. Baby, I got the fever. Baby, you got the cure. Baby, so everybody, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you need, oh, you really need good love. Well, you got to have love. Good love. Yes, you got to have love. Good love. Everybody got to have love. Good love.
Crowd's
Yes,
got
you
to
got
dance
to
on the
have
show.
love. Good love. Got you got to have love. I mean, yeah, you got to have love. Everybody got to have love. Good love. Everybody just got to have love. Good love.
Wow. What an excellent jam. What an excellent, excellent jam. So that's what they're known for. Yeah, man. I can see myself in the next little while just going through their entire catalog, all their live stuff, you know, maybe a couple of bootlegs. That's gonna take a hellacious amount of time. It'll probably take me a couple of months if I was doing it constant. I got a lot of work ahead of me, definitely, where it comes to the Dead and getting to know them and getting to at least touch upon each one of their albums. Now, I don't even know how many albums they've got, man, so you know, I better shut up before I keep talking about it. But it's a goal of mine. I want to do that. Just like with Steely Dan, just like with a number of artists, you know, just one album at a time every once in a while, that sort of thing. I have a feeling though with the Dead, it's got to be a little bit more of a determined effort, you know. But hey, I'm willing to put it in, man. Definitely. That was fantastic. Holy. 20 whole minutes just seemed to fly by. And yo, that lady that was sitting with them, damn, she was fine as hell. And that mane of hair, fantastic. Excellent, excellent. Great vocals through with all of them. Good harmony. I think 4 of them were providing vocals in this last track. That was great, man. Let's bounce to our next track, man. And that is New Speedway Boogie. All right. Grateful Dead, New Speedway Boogie. Let's get it.
Please don't dominate the rap, Jack, if you got nothing new to say. If you please don't back up the track, this train's got to run today. I spent a little time on the mountain, spent a little time on the hill. Heard some say better run away, others say better stand still. Now I don't know, but I've been told it's hard to run with the weight of gold. On the other hand, I heard it said it's just as hard with the weight of lead. Who can deny it's not just a change in style? One step done and another begun, and I wonder how many miles. I spent a little time on the mountain, spent a little time on the hill. Things went down we don't understand, but I think in time we will. Now I don't know, but I was told in the heat of the sun a man died of cold. Keep on coming on, stand and wait with the sun so dark and the hour so late. You can't overlook the lackjack of any other habit you had. It's got no signs or dividing lines and very few rules to guide. I spent a little time on the mountain, I spent a little time on the hill. I saw things getting out of hand, I guess they always will. Now I don't know, but I've been told if the horse don't pull, you got to carry the load. I don't know whose back's that strong, maybe find out before too long. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness got to give. One way or another, one way or
They're
another,
making a social statement here.
one way or another, this darkness got to give. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness got to give.
Singing about someone's ignorance or a group of people or a generation. Maybe it's about the war, how the war divides, They're making a social statement, and it's about ignorance. Someone being ignorant, a bunch of people being ignorant. This song's got me all. What's this song about? What are they singing about? Who are they addressing here? They're stating their case against something, someone. That's all I'm getting in the song. Maybe they're taking the high road, not being pulled into anything. I don't know. Yeah, hit me up. Tell me what this song is about. I'm missing it. There's something significant about this. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention in the beginning. Yeah, they're trying to make a statement of some sort, and I'm just not sure what. Is it a protest against something? It has to do with someone's ignorance. Somebody's ignorance. That's what I'm getting from this tune. Anyway, good tune, good jam. And these guys, man, they have everything going for them. They can harmonize, tell a damn good story, really make a statement, as in this last song, and just extend that jam and just take you on a damn trip, man. They've got so much going for them. I can see and understand why people who are fanatical about them, why they are fanatical, because these guys really have this, I don't know, subtle kind of charm that just pulls you in. It's like a great, beautiful abyss, and you're at a safe distance, but then you snap to and you realize that you're already being pulled into it, that sort of thing. Yeah, they're great, man. They're really, really great, and I gotta get to know them more. All right, so let's bounce to our fourth track, man. If I Had the World to Give. If I Had the World to Give. Let's get it. he's wading into it realistically, holding his love at bay, just to be sure that it's the right investment and it's the right person, and that she has the right intent towards the relationship. Cool song, good jam. It's not sappy or corny, where love ballads go. Excellent. Good musicianship, stretched out. Yo man, got to get to know the Dead. Every time I do a Grateful Dead reaction, that's what I say, but it's true. Got to get to know the Dead. And the only way, and I realize, the only way to do that is not through a couple of random quads. It's going to have to be a full-on month with very, very few distractions. Once I get past my quads, like I was saying, and there's very, very few things to really focus on and consider, I gotta bring back a Grateful Dead month and just dive right into it. Kind of like what I'm doing with the almonds. And speaking of the almonds, I just want to give you guys a quick update on that. Akachita sent me a message and he said, hey, you know, I know that you're looking at perhaps doing a final reaction. And he said that, you know, their Fillmore East lineup of songs, you know, of course, there was more covered than what's on the actual double album. Now, my final reaction is going to be the Mountain Jam. And so he said, well, you know, I would recommend that perhaps you lean into it a little bit further because there were more. Now, you know what, Akachita, I'm going to stop with the Mountain Jam because I want to at least get 3 or 4 more albums behind me before I'm satisfied. You know, it's the 20th already, and I anticipate a couple of distractions coming up and all of those things. So I don't want to spend too much more time lingering. I want to deep dive ahead. And there's going to be stuff left over for me to come back to. You know what I'm saying? So this with the almonds isn't a full-on chronological affair, but it is definitely, I want to actually dive into and wade in as deep as possible with the last 10 days. So I want to hit up some more of the albums. That's basically where I'm at with the almonds. So I'm going to do Mountain Jam, and then I'm going to move on from Fillmore East onto their next album, their 4th album. So that's my update for the almonds. In regards to the Dead, yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to have another Grateful Dead month. And this time around, I'm just going to focus on getting to know as much of their chronology as I can, and just fill in a lot of those blanks that I feel that I have, because they just didn't get their proper due when they were Artist of the Month back in February. So that's what I'm going to do in regards to the Dead, man. But in any case, hey, Jeffrey, thank you very much for these fabulous songs, man. That 20-minute extended jam was just a bomb, man. I really like that. And I get a feel and I can understand why they have so much of a following and why they're so well renowned for their live jam. Even when I wasn't really focused on classic rock and what I heard of the Dead, at least I knew that they were at their best live. Even I knew that. So now I'm really getting a chance to experience it all, man. So it's going to be great once I have the time to really take them in. So let me just scroll down here and see what I got going on. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, like I said, finish off Mountain Jam and move on to the Almonds' 4th album. And then I'm going to finish off Gaucho. That is the 7th album for Steely Dan, and I'm going to stop there with Steely Dan, then come back to them a little bit later on down the road, and then just move on. So more Almonds, of course, and then I know I've got a Led Zeppelin reaction coming up soon, and forgive me, I I can't remember what the song is after Achilles' Last Stand on Presence. Somebody told me too. Damn, I should have wrote it down. Anyway, so that's coming up, and then more complimentary quads. I'm getting into that area now where I want to get as many complimentary quads done as possible. So over the next 5 to 8 days, I'm going to be focusing on a lot of complimentary quads, trying to see if I can maybe pack in 2 per day, something like that, and get caught up, and then go from there. I'm never really caught up because I'm always doing a cycle, you know what I mean? So let's just say that I've done a complimentary quad for the townspeople. I'm not just going to stop with just one complimentary quad. You know, I will go back and then I'll circle back to him and then do another, that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh yeah, well, I've already done a complimentary quad for you and I'm never going to do another one. No. So I always have this revolving thing going on. Speaking of the townspeople, I do have a complimentary quad coming up for you. So that's what's happening with me and my timeline for December. So onward and upward, especially where the almonds are concerned, man, and I will definitely get on that. So you guys have yourselves a good one, and I will see you the next time I see you, or the next time you see me. Yeah, it's going to be the Allman Brothers, their Mountain Jam. So look for that shortly. I'm going to get on that as soon as I have a break. All right, have a good one. I'll see you later. Peace.